Right, Genghis Khan is done. Oh, the irony. Welcome back, lazy gamers. Welcome back to Gilgamesh in Civ 7. In the last video, and the link is in the description here, I had flopped through the war at the end and had pretty much consigned myself to start a new game. But the one more turn bug got to me and I played through a few more turns. And then a few more turns. And before I knew it, I was knocking at the doors of Bak, Genghis Khan's capital. I think I managed my forces reasonably well here, but I definitely made a few mistakes.
But it is in this.
For a while, it felt like this was a war of attrition on both sides. And even though the AI seemed to be doing a decent enough job fighting, it was relatively easy taking down Genghis Khan. Most of this video is pretty much the ensuing battle with a brief ceasefire for a few turns. I will edit this down so that only the battle elements are included, and at the end take stock of how we stand at the end of the Antiquity Age. Let's carry on a few turns from the point where we stopped last. Let's get all the endeavors we can. Time for a pantheon, and I think I want anything that gives me some degree of influence here. I think Trickster God is good. And let's place down a Royal Library now. And the altar. Not a big fan of putting things next to volcanoes, but I think this should be fine. Like comparing Genghis Khan's, like looking at Genghis Khan's and Confucius's, like our respective relationships here, just tells you like how naturally the game evolves into forcing choices upon you that really is not going to make any kind of friendly game possible with some players. It all depends on where they spawn and which direction they expand into. That drives the outcome pretty much. He is definitely sending down a good amount of forces to attack Uxmal. I need to be careful because there is a good chance that I will lose the city at some point. When we'll have a good enough force to get it back, but losing the city or losing my units and eventually that city is a real possibility here. My second army commander is online and I'll move him down. And as far as promotions is concerned, I think let's just stick to the maneuver tree. Okay, my first chariot is ready. And I think my chariots are going to play a big part in what happens next. The Assyrian civilization has a unique unit called the Magaru, which is the chariot replacement. And these guys are strong. They actually are fast-moving units, but they get very strong in the presence of an army commander. So we definitely need to leverage that. Okay, this is not a good position here. Yeah, I'll try to weaken these guys, but I think there's a good chance that I'm losing the city now. Yeah, I sort of expected that. I think we have enough of a force to get it back, but whether we hold it or we might be just flipping the city back and forth for a while. At least until my reinforcements kind of get here. Like everything seems to be happening maybe 5 or 10 turns too soon. Because if he declares war on us 5 turns later, we have our army in place and he cannot like hold us back. And he seems to be pushing, sending his forces down into the cities, into Uxmal. A part of me does want to consider taking peace here. But at least let me try and get the city first, and then I'll think about if making peace makes sense. Because I do, one of the biggest reasons why I want to make peace here is it gives me a chance to gives me a chance to build up a military at my own pace, and then see if we can go, or if you want to decide if you want to go towards his capital. But like I said, like things seem to be happening maybe a few turns earlier than I'm ready for. Okay, we will get an additional codex if we capture a city. That's good. Sweet. Leadership is fine. So leadership is one of these promotions that I have a natural bias for, because usually if the game is not a war game, it's a great use of the army commander. You can station the army commander in a city and that multiplies the yields of that city pretty much across the board, I think, except happiness. I think it multiplies everything else. But yeah, while we are at battle, it does not seem to help as much. So in a peaceful game, you have your army commander with a leadership promotion, you park him in your capital, and that's a great way to play. You get so much out of it. Okay. Yeah, this camel. Yeah, the camel. The camp on the camel got crushed, and that's gonna be a problem because now my extra slots are gone. So for now, I think I'll park these guys, the bonus resources in the other cities, but I gotta remember to move them back. I mean, I'll keep repairing that thing, but if the volcano keeps going off and destroying tiles, that's just gonna be an annoyance. Yeah, and I think I should retreat this Magaru, because I mean I have just 3 units holding the line here with 2 army commanders. It's not enough. I need a bigger military force, and I'm working on it. I will get it, but it's just not there yet. Yeah, I do want to upgrade my guy into an archer, but I think shooting down the Hulche, weakening him, is far more important right now. Yeah, he'll die, I think, at that spot. Let's move him back and let him heal. Hebrew, seek out another leader, only they may be up to a task. Be in an alliance, and you get a diplomatic point. I think this is a no-brainer. I think we're gonna pick it. And oh yeah, sweet. Because we already had an alliance with Confucius, it pretty much it just gives it to you. That's good. So the event seems to be lagging in what's been happening in this game so far. Okay. Yeah, my next military is coming out late. I think let's get a few Magarus and queue up a few archers from this point on. And when the time comes, we'll try to get some spearmen and some phalanx. And yeah, I think that's fine. And as far as like endeavors are concerned, with Confucius, yeah, try to use every bit of influence we have to get any and everything we can from him. Okay, there's a good chance I might lose the city here. That spearman is... yeah, let's buy a spearman here. I'm expecting to lose the city here, but we'll get it back. Alright, we succeeded in stealing 72 science. That's good. Doesn't feel like a lot though. Just under 2 turns of my science. Okay. I think we lost our slinger there. Okay, I have to fall back and try to regroup here. Okay, he is offering peace. And we get to keep Uxmal, that's fine. Let me just yeah, I'm gonna kill a few things here and then I'm gonna sue for peace. I think I need if he takes peace, that'll actually help me, because that gives me a chance to regroup and get my units in position. Okay, so Confucius, who's our ally, was at war with him too, and he's taken a few cities from him, but now they are at peace, which kind of sucks for me, because then now we are going to be the sole focus of his... Okay, we're going to take peace here. I think the next like 5-10 odd turns I want to make sure that my military is... I have a military built up and the guys are in position.
From one.
The 4 corners, a scientific attribute point or a militaristic. I think I want to go for a militaristic here, because I think what I want is the 15% production towards training military units. And as far as culture is concerned, so all these masteries, civic masteries, are actually good, and I think I want them. But I think right now it just might make sense to go for Code of Laws. I'm so far... Actually, yeah, come to think of it, my science game and my culture game is actually not great here. This game, I would have expected to be further down in the tech tree. Maybe not the tech tree. The tech tree is fine, but the civics tree, we are definitely slow. And yeah. I'm tempted to go for ironworking here, and I think we should. Tier 3 Magaru would be useful, and potentially the phalanx too. Okay, what the hell? Okay. So he's declared war again. That is fine. Okay, I'm gonna spend some influence here and get some more war support. Oh good god.
An eye for an eye.
Okay, nothing got destroyed. That's good. And we have our merchant. Let's send him to that city. That's fine. And I think I want all my Assyrian civics now. Yeah, this guy might need to buy. Let's buy an archer here. As long as I have the gold, I need to be spending it for things. Okay. I think I will need to buy one more archer in Uxmal at some point. Either an archer or a spearman. Yeah, he's moving his pieces into position there, but it's very weird. He's gone up the coast towards Ashur and potentially towards my capital, which doesn't kind of make sense. I would have still thought that he would try and make a play for Uxmal. But yeah, it's fine. I think our units are fast moving, so I think we'll be good. Yeah, the spearman took a beating here. That's fine. It's okay if we lose these units. I am weakening these guys, and basically denting any sort of an attack that Genghis Khan makes is far more important. And sacrificing some units while that happens, it's perfectly okay. And our second Turtanu has a promotion, and I think I need Bastion on this guy. Okay, not good. He has a chariot who is going to be hard to take down. We get 25%. The chariot is going to be a problem, and I think I'll need spearmen to counter it for sure. But along with that, yeah, I'm not entirely sure if this is going to go my way here. It's a good chance things don't work out properly. Unit disbanded. Okay. So I think Genghis Khan is going through some serious local governance issues. And I don't think he has the capacity to hold as many units as he has. That is good for us. It definitely makes our job easy. It's probably a combination of the war support we have plus the lack of overall happiness that he's enjoying. That's fine. Good for us. So we get free codices when we capture settlements and when we unlock the civic masteries. So getting close to the second level science legacy achievement is very much on the cards here. That probably was a mistake. All right. We are whittling him down. Alright, another council day, and I think I'll take the production for buildings here. Let's see if we can come up behind this guy. Okay. All right. That's good. It looks like I do have a foothold to get into his capital. It's going to take me a while, but I think the next step here is to start whittling down on his fortified defenses. And I think I might need a... I had a ballista, but I think I lost. I think the ballista died. I might need to build one or buy one. Alright, another promotion. I think go down the bastion tree, I guess. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, let's take the cultural and the research collaboration endeavors. Let's get military aid also. And I still have some, I think I want to keep like 70 odd or 60, at least 60 odd influence on hand always, just to negate any of the things that the AI may throw at me. But anything over that, I think I should use that to get endeavors going. No. Definitely not. I think this war ends when we have his capital. There is an outside chance that... So, Confucius has captured his other two cities south of Uxmal. And Confucius could... I don't know what kind of force Confucius has, but it could very easily be coming down towards his capital here. So he might be in a better position to take out his capital. And we definitely need to avoid that. That needs to not happen. His capital, Bach, is coastal, so I think maybe a few boats is not a bad idea here. Alright, our scientific milestone is met. I think we'll get to 2. The main counter is at 62%, and I have a feeling that other civs that we haven't met are having a much better game of it. I'll be happy if I get at least a point. Like, what would I consider average from a legacy path standpoint? Typically, when you have, you may not have 3 points in any of the legacy paths, but if you have 2 in all of them, that's pretty much that's a good baseline for like going into the next stage with 2 points in all the 4 legacy paths. Anything less and it might be suboptimal. Like, we haven't built any wonders yet, so our culture score is 0 right now. Alright, that district is ours. Yeah, we need to keep pushing in here. Might need to buy or build more military here. At least a few more units, and I think we are good. Okay. Okay. I think I need to step out of that district. There's a good chance that he's going to recapture that district back, and I don't want to lose my units. I think I want to retain my units. These guys can step back. He'll try to get that district, and once he's in the district, we can try and kill him there. And Confucius is moving his forces in, which is not good news for us. I think we have enough units in the area to guarantee that we are the ones who capture Park, but there is a outside chance that that doesn't happen. Cool, we got the district back. Let's see. Sweet. That's fine. Gotta place down some of these builds. Like in most non-militaristic games, I would typically have monuments down, arenas down, markets down, and so many other buildings would be down by now. And this one feels like it's been very one-dimensional so far. And I think overall my science should have been like 30-40% more than what it was. And we started with the scientific and cultural mementos, but it still feels very slow. Or slower than what it ideally should have been. But I mean, this is a deity game, so nothing is expected to be easy. But this is definitely... it does feel harder than it needs to be. Oh, good God. These volcanoes are pain in the ass. I should be thinking about converting one of my settlements into a city here. I mean, if I capture Bach is a good candidate for being a city on its own. But maybe a third one wouldn't be a bad thing. Okay, he countered that. That's the reason why you want to hold some influence in hand always. Because the AI, I'm impressed. I'm not super impressed with how the AI manages its units. but it's definitely doing a good, decent enough job from the game meta standpoint to nullify advantages that we may have, and it's a good sign. But I think by and large the advantage is on our side. I think it's just a question of making sure that we take out his units and take out his fortified districts, and we are good. Oh, good God. Another freaking volcano. That's fine. A strange year. Oh, good. Yeah, the crises have begun. Happiness or science? I think I want the science, and that's fine. Oh, yeah. That was not a misclick, but I thought there was in the that ballista was going to attack some stuff, but apparently it, yeah, there was nothing to attack, so it decided to move. That's fine. So we hold 2 districts here. I think I'm going to try and move this Magaru on the back, or try to see if he can attack from behind the units. But there are 2 districts open. That's only a matter of time that we are going to be capturing these. So all he has is 1 archer. That's good. So when the coastal district is taken out, we will definitely occupy and capture it. And the other one has a chariot in there that will need to be dealt with. I think we are fine. I think maybe like 2 or 3 turns from now and we will have bark. Okay. Unit disbanded. I mean, I still see the unit in there. Yeah, not sure. Okay. District number 3 is occupied. Should move my guys in. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. I think, yeah, let's place it. And I need 1 more wonder. If I get the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, I need 1 more wonder after that. And that will give me 1 point in my culture legacy path. Okay. I think I have enough here. Yep. Do it. Sweet. So Genghis Khan is done. Oh, the irony. This is like, okay. What are the odds? What are the odds that you take out Genghis Khan in the game and just the act of taking out Genghis Khan unlocks Mongolia for you? I think that should be like a reward, de facto reward for anyone playing this game. You take out Genghis Khan and you get Mongolia as a reward. That's funny. And we have 5 codices. I think we need a 6th one to get the second legacy point. Select a Pantheon or get a militaristic attribute. I think I want a Pantheon. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I should have picked the militaristic attribute because those will persist.
He heard these horrors
The Pantheon, I think when this I don't know, do Pantheons carry on into next eras, into following ages? I don't know. Things are very like loopy around like what benefits carry on from one age to the next. And I still try to think of each age as its own game. So I'm only committing myself to play this through antiquity and not anymore. But I do want to get Gilgamesh. I definitely want to play my next game with his magic plant memento. And I think when this game ends in antiquity, or rather when this antiquity age ends, I'm hoping that I will have that unlocked. So any future games I play as Gilgamesh, I will use that magic plant ability. Right. So we have 2 points into the science tree. That's good. And I gotta pick one more crisis policy here. That's fine. I mean, stuff is gonna end like in 10 odd turns, so it really doesn't matter. I mean, I'll suffer through whatever is getting thrown at me. Okay. I think let's pick production here. And we are 1 point short of the economic tree. I think I'll need to build a market in my capital or in my city at some point. Yep.
Lies over me in
the mausoleum of Halicarnassus is built.
Of such exquisite beauty as no other shade.
I don't know if I have enough time to build another wonder. I mean, I don't think I have the. When I last checked, I did not see the option to build a second wonder. But I think this is the right time now to convert Nahudra into a city because I want to build my second royal library here ASAP. I don't know. I mean, so I like building my unique districts in as many cities as I can. But this game has been very... this game has played very differently than how I normally play my games. But yeah, we gotta put the market down. Putting the market down will open up the economic slot. And I probably will need one more settler to put down a city to get the militaristic slot. So we should do both. That'll ensure us 1 point each in the economic and the militaristic ones. Ah, sweet. There you go. So the economic is done. Science is at 2. Or economic is at 2. Science is at 2. Military is at 1. It will be at 2. Question is, can I build one more wonder? And I don't think that's happening. The Hollow Land. Aye. Oh, good God. My capital is getting wrecked. Holy smokes. Okay. Definitely will go and put down a city on that spot. But we have to repair a bunch of things here. I don't think I have enough turns to finish the citadel, but let's place it, it's fine. Yeah, My stuff got wrecked. I need to fix a bunch of things here.
Those who delight to attack and
Let's settle first. We'll unlock our second militaristic point. Yeah, so this goes negative. If your codices are not slotted, the stuff goes the other way. So let's put them back because I had to repair my buildings, which got wrecked by the crises. I mean, this feels very discordant, right? Like, I know that I have 5 or 6 odd turns of repairing to do in my capital. But there are only 2 turns for antiquity left. It shouldn't be that abrupt. I think the transition from antiquity to exploration, I don't think there needs to be a transition. I think things should just naturally flow into the different age. Like, if you think of this game, if you play the game as 3 different games, right? Each age has its own thing and you're just playing and solving the puzzle that's presented to you. It does play well. I mean, it's fine. It works. But if you're thinking it's just one single game that is evolving through 3 different ages, there is definitely a discordant quality to it. And the antiquity age has ended. For our legacy paths, I think this was an overall poor showing. We had 0 on culture, but 2 each on science, economy, and military. I would rate this just average. But we did manage to unlock his magic plant memento, so a new game for sure is on the cards. I think I'm going to disable Crisis in games for the foreseeable future. The Crisis mechanic is a distraction, and I think while I settle down understanding this game, I think I want that off. Gilgamesh has some uniquely amazing abilities, and I think he will do better on a Pangea style map, one where he can meet many civs early. In a 6-player continents map, you're only going to be meeting 3 civs who are on that continent. And I think that limits Gilgamesh's strengths. I would also lean into influence-focused mementos here, at least for antiquity, and I wonder how Gilgamesh will play for a non-militaristic civ, maybe Greece or Egypt. Definitely we'll play one some point soon. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next one.